way. My name is not a mirror. Hey guys, welcome to Britt Nation. If you're new here, this is going to be actually a great first video for you to get to know me and my upbringing. So today I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm in Willingboro, New Jersey right now. As you guys know, if you're subscribed, I live in Atlanta, but I came home to just visit my grandmother for Mother's Day. And a part of that, I just got this idea, and I was like, yo, like, I really want to take my subscribers literally around this small freaking town and just show everyone where I grew up and what my upbringing was like. And just, I haven't made it yet, but I've made it hella far from where I grew up. So it's gonna be like a little mini documentary for me to just show y'all and just kind of help you to understand my story and who I am and where I am a little deeper. So I'm super excited. The first stop, we're gonna stop at I'm going to see my old assistant principal. This is my girl. Like, we still have such a great relationship. So I'm genuinely going to see her, but I was like, you know what, girl, you could be in the vlog. So we're about to stop and see her. I'm so excited. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, so my name is Crystal Walker, and I'm so excited to be on Britt Nation. Britt Nation, Brittany Dorsey. Let's see, where shall we begin? So, first met the Brittany, aka Beyonce, in class. I was her visual arts teacher, but I was her general ed teacher at that time. We're in class, trying to get the class together. Brittany decides to help me. She helped me. And she got up, I got this, Miss Walker. I got this, Miss Walker, because you know how Britt does. So I said, oh, and what is your name, young lady? She looked at me up and down and said her name was Beyonce. From that time on, I really only knew her as Beyonce. I was like, what is this little girl's name? This little girl, I'm like trying to snatch her back. But that is how I first met, I was going to say Beyonce. That's how I first met Brittany. From there, Brittany blossomed into, well, then I'm going to say this. She was showing signs as being a leader. She was taking over the class. She was passing out papers. She was collecting work. She was telling other students they needed to do her work, do their work. Meanwhile, she wasn't getting her work done because she was telling them what they needed to do. But that was all signs of being a leader. I kind of fell back a little bit and let Brittany grow. After that, you know, in the high school, Brittany just became this energetic individual. She was already energetic, but she just became this little, she was a bud in middle school, and then she became this flower, and she blossomed into a beautiful young lady. Brittany did so many things for the high school. I went from being her visual arts teacher to her assistant principal, and Brittany has never been disrespectful. She's been busy, but just always a respectful individual that just always aspired. She always wanted more. She always had ideas. And I keep telling her till this day, you know, you got to follow through with those ideas. If you bring them up, people are going to ask you to carry it and to make it work. Okay, sure, that sounds great. Everybody thinks it sounds great. They're going to make you do the work. And what I love about Brittany is that she would do the work. She was good with that. She wasn't big about, well, I need to get credit for this and that, but she did what she wanted to do. She did what she was asked to do. And from there, Brittany made me so proud when she graduated high school, went to Morgan State, graduated from Morgan State. She invited me to her graduation. Aww. I couldn't go because it was on the same day as my daughter's graduation, but I'm just so proud of Brittany because I was able to be a part of her journey. I was able to see her growth. I was able to see her turn into the woman that she is. She is an amazing woman. I'm not saying this just because it's Brittany and she has me on film, and I don't know who else is going to see this, you know. You can call me though. But no, Brittany, you are amazing, and I'm just excited to be a part of this journey, like I said, and be on Britt Nation, and just tell you anything else. I wish I had some like really, really good stories that I could really share that won't take as long. But there's too many. Like, I don't know. I have to really think about that, and then I'm going to come back. So I might be back.
Okay.
Until then, take care.
Guys, I actually genuinely wanted to cry. So I didn't know that I was going to go in there and end up coming out and being freaking triggered. But basically I just got sad because my little brother used to go to this school, and when I was young, you know, my mom was sick, so I kind of was like just trying to step in as much as I can to help take care of my little brother. And he was probably like 6 and I was like 16, and if he wasn't 6 he was like 7 and I was 17. We're 10 years apart. But moral of the story, you know, my mom was sick, his dad wasn't around, and I just used to step in. Like, if he, first of all, like, he wouldn't be doing his homework or he wasn't really good in school, but it's like he would come home from school and no one was sitting and doing it with him. But I was so young and so lost myself, you know, because even though I was older than him, I was still very young, and I still needed that support because I wasn't doing the best in school either. But I would just yell at him and be like, you need to get this together. Or like, you know, when he would get in trouble, I would be the person, me, my young self, coming up to the school, sitting behind a classroom, like just trying to do the right thing and, you know, help him to be better. But I feel like I scarred him. I know I did. And I felt like it took a lot in our relationship for him to kind of forgive me or to understand that I was young. But where I felt triggered, I was just looking at the kids in the school, and I'm like, yo, if my little brother was this small and I was treating him this way, like, and like, granted, I really had to come to a point where I forgave myself, but it just was like sad, like, you know, just, I don't know, like, I wanted this to be like fun and not emotional, but maybe I'm just like, and today's just been an emotional day. So it's like I was holding back tears, but I just was really feeling guilty and really just like, yo, like, this is so sad because, you know, like, you do things and you don't, like, it ultimately scars a person forever. Like, even if your feelings are temporary or you're experiencing something in a moment and then you learn past it, the effects of those emotions or those feelings, they stick in people's lives, you know. So I don't know, I just pray that, like, I didn't scar him forever. And me and my little brother have a really good relationship and he loves me, but it's just sad. Like, I'm like so like triggered, like, yo, like, life was hard here. I didn't realize it. But let me have a moment and we'll tune back in.
Hey, it's Coach Nikki and
Coach Angie.
and we are so excited to be on what? The Britt Nation. Britt Nation. Brittany Dorsey. Brittany. Let's talk about Brittany.
Let's talk about Brittany. Let's talk about, when did we meet Brittany?
Brittany was
She
maybe
was a little something.
Well, first off, we met her at the football field with Valencia, one of her best friends. I think her best friend, her sister.
Yes.
Valencia was a cheerleader. Britt came to one practice and was like, I want to do that.
I could do that.
So we were like, sign up, girl. So
Fell in love with her immediately.
But she was a firecracker.
This little girl that used to crack on her own teeth so bad, it felt terrible to laugh.
She was like, I gotta talk about it before anybody else talks about it. We used to just tell her, like, you gotta be more confident, have a higher level of self-esteem. And she was like, I know I'm pretty, I just got messed up teeth.
Yeah.
But she was always honest. That's one thing I can say about Brittany. Always honest. Whether she knew she was going to get in trouble or not, she always told the truth.
Yeah, she did.
She did. Even if she did something horrible, always told the truth, always took accountability for her actions.
And always wanted more out of life. Like, when we began coaching her, we were out of college, we were starting our careers.
Yes.
And it was like
A mentorship.
And it was inspiring for me to be young still, a young adult, and to see someone younger than me in their preteen years, like, just want to be like you. Like, she just wanted to
you know, get as much as she could out of life.
Yes.
But, you know, there were so many adversities that she had at a young age that it was very difficult to, you know, for her to imagine herself there. And I think that's when her drive and her motivation was developed, because she just kept saying, like, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get that, and she did. Now along the way, there's a little bit of problems,
challenges,
and, like,
and I know my mom was like, "Don't give up on that girl.
Yeah,
Don't give up on her. She's going to be something. She's
was
going to be somebody."
The video. All right, so she had stopped cheering one year, right? And it was the video that everybody sent us, that because she was smoking weed on the video. And when she was smoking weed on the video, I was like, okay, one of two things are gonna happen. She's gonna replay this video and be embarrassed and get it together, or she's gonna like the clout, whatever the kids say, from it, and she's gonna keep going with it.
And keep doing the same action.
And surprisingly, she was
stopped.
the one that she was the one that we thought was gonna be the problem, and she turned out to be the most successful.
The most successful
Yeah.
out of all of them. Like I said, always totally accountable for her actions. She knew what she was doing was wrong. She would always admit to me what she was doing was wrong. And, you know, Britt was like a daughter to me. Even though I was young and I was only, 19, 20.
Yeah.
I just was telling her, this is my goddaughter. This is my cheer baby. Like, she was always motivated to be better.
Yeah.
Always motivated to do the next thing. So even when she told me she wanted to leave for college, my automatic thought process was, well, Britt, how are you going to afford it? Brittany can make $1 out of 2 pennies. She really could.
Yeah.
Yo, she really could.
She's a hustler.
And when I say girlfriend went down to Maryland, attended Morgan University, and exceeded all expectations. She exceeded all of our expectations.
She did. And I remember we had a conversation on the phone, and like, you know, for some reason, you know, you tell someone younger than you to do something, they tend to do the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a conversation, and the three of us, I think it was, and she's like, you know, I really want to go to Rutgers Camden, but my heart is with Morgan. I really want to go to Morgan, but I should be at Rutgers Camden because, you know,
my grandma and her brother.
Her parents, you know, obviously were not together. She was raised by her mother, you know, in a single family home with her younger brother. So Brittany was like parentified, so to speak, at a young age. So I knew that if she went to Morgan, she was going to be okay because she had already learned those skills of survival.
At such a young age.
Being home, caring for her younger brother with her mom, you know. And so I was like, all right, God, please don't let me tell this girl to do the wrong thing. So I was like, all right, I'm going to tell her to go to Rutgers Camden because that's going to be more comfortable for her mind. It's going to be a support system. But my dream and hope was that she would go away and live her life and be independent and put all those skills that she learned at a young age to use, right? So she said she was going to Morgan. I was like, oh my God, please. I was like, that's what I wanted her to do. And I was like, please don't mess up, right?
Please don't mess up. We went to the graduation party. Me and my sister were like, let us get Britt everything she needs. Let's get BRL involved. Let's all just contribute to this basket and send her off so she does not have to worry about a dime when she gets down there. But when I say she just went down there, it was like, boom, I'm here. I'm Brittany. Got her braces finally while she was in college. Miss Morgan, every year she was freshman, sophomore, junior. Then Miss Morgan, we missed the Miss Morgan crowning, but we were able to go to her graduation. And when I say so proud of who she is and who she has blossomed into, a successful young woman who now lives in Atlanta, just doing everything. I couldn't be more proud.
I hope and pray she makes a book and she writes all her testimonies of her life because it'll really be inspiring for other young girls her age that have gone through similar situations such as she. Even now today, like with her mom being ill, you know, she's just on her own and she's just doing such an amazing job.
Still looking after her brother, taking care of her grandmother, you know, checking on her grandmother every day. Just still playing that role, that important role that, you know, we didn't think she was going to be able to handle. But look at God, right?
Look at God. But Britt, we love you. We so proud of you. We still rooting for you every day. We always got your back.
No matter what, girlfriend.
You a celebrity out here to me. Okay, so we love you.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Push that red button.
Press the button below to subscribe to
Britt Nation.
Okay, y'all, so I know that y'all just heard from my cheerleading coaches Y'all, when I say I love them, like, those women have made such an impact on my journey. Like, I remember times where, you know, my mom didn't have enough money to give me and my little brother a Christmas, and I was their cheerleader, so I felt like it would be one thing for them to give me gifts, but they gave me, like, they literally gave me, my mom, and my little brother a whole Christmas. Like, if it wasn't for them, it would be no Christmas. Or them just connecting with other, you know, cheer moms and people, whatever, and just like bringing us bags of food, like making sure that we have food in the house and things like that. So I will forever forever be appreciative for like what they did in my journey. And they of all people have seen me at, you know, like my lowest, and just because they were like big sisters to me, so I always wanted to hang out with them. I used to be spending the night at their house, and they had a great relationship with my mom. And so yeah, they really made a difference in me. And like, I feel like I don't know if y'all know this about me, but for people who've been following my journey like before YouTube, I'm so big on mentorship. Like, I love working with young girls. Like, I love when they be bad and they just, you know, like, I can just take them under my wing and just help them and inspire them and just, you know, motivate them to be who they can be. But I would say that that passion was birthed in me from my relationship with them, because they invested so much things into me. And I just was talking to them when we turned off the camera. I'm like, y'all, like, I still remember certain things they taught me about guys that still to this day I keep, you know, or the way that you carry yourself, or just things to do and not to do. Like, those were literally my girls, like my girls. Like, I'm forever indebted. Like, they're gonna be at my wedding. Like, I love them forever. My kids are gonna know them. Like, that's how much of an impact they made on my life. So yes, I love them. But anyway, y'all, I hope that y'all are enjoying just like a peek of my life, and feels good to know how many people are like love me and are proud of me. But y'all about to meet Relent. I know Coach Nikki had mentioned her. This is like literally my first best friend in Jersey when I moved, and this has been my girl ever since. So she's about to hop into the car and come for the ride. And we just now it's the fun part. Like, now I'm about to show y'all like where we used to be hanging out, where we used to be sneaking out and doing things we had no business doing. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, this is Relent, Britt's best friend from back home, Willingboro, New Jersey. You already know. Hey y'all, so this is my middle school when I moved to New Jersey. I don't remember what year it was that I moved to New Jersey, but I moved to Jersey, and I know that I started the 6th grade here. So this is my junior high school. This is where I went. So this is my first transition to Jersey, which was it was interesting, I guess. Like, you know, I wasn't really used to, you know, I came from Queens, New York. So it was like this. It was so slow. Like, look at Willingboro, y'all. It's a whole bunch of grass. At night, it be deers. Like, it's not a lot going on. So this is my high school. I keep saying high school. This was my middle school. And it actually was like 5 minutes really from like my old house, which I'm about to show y'all. So I used to be able to walk home from school, and then now I'm having a memory when remember the girl Amira? me and my friends used to walk from walk home, and we used to always walk on this side of the road, right? And this one girl used to walk on that side of the road. So me just being a hype girl, I'm like, Amira. I kept calling her Amira. Let me turn the camera, hold on. But basically, right, so the girl used to walk on the other side of the street. So every day I'm trying to be a big bully, which was so stupid because I wasn't even like that. But I'm like, Amira. She's like, my name is not Amira. And then I guess one day she got fed up. So crazy enough, right here where we parked, this area, we got into a fight. Remember that? That's when I really knew Valence was my real friend, because the girl was beating me up real bad. And Valence jumped in, and we got the girl. Well, I don't know if we got her, but it was a lot going on. Then this lady had drove past and broke the fight up. But the crazy thing, right, y'all? Oh, that's King. That's Valentia's baby son. So basically, right, so now the fight's over. So now I'm about to show y'all what happened. So now the fight is over. So we walking home. My head is hurting so bad. I was in so much pain because that was just such an intense fight. So now we're walking and we're literally right here. Remember, we right here. Then here come Amira, but this time she with her sister. So they crossed the street. That's my house right in the back. It's so slow here, y'all. So the sister basically pulled up like, what's up? Like, y'all talking to my sister, but I swear to God, I could not handle 2 fights back to back. So I'm gonna be honest, I ran. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all, that's my house right there. I ran and I went to go get my mom. But the thing is, I don't got that type of mom. Like, she's not the type of mom to pull up and do nothing. So it was very much a cop-out. So then...
To fight a mirror.
Right.
We all looking stupid like...
So this is the house that I grew up in. Nobody lives here now. It's all foreclosed and, like, a mess. But a lot has... Let me get out the car.
I'm surprised ain't nobody...
This is the block that I grew up on. So many memories. My last and one of the final memories, I remember I was about to leave for college and my mom had like a real bad fall and we had to call the ambulance and it was like over in Delmar. But this is the block that I grew up on. It wasn't like a fun block. Like none of my friends really lived over here, so it wasn't like, you know, but this was my house. One thing I can say about this house though, we did turn it into a party house. Girl, I used to be having so many parties. So yes, I'm gonna just give y'all a close up, like literally where I grew up. I'm kind of scared because I don't know, I never seen that garage open. So this is where I grew up. This is my house. So when I first moved from Jersey, wait, they not gonna touch the car, right? Mm-hmm. When I first moved from New York, this is exactly where I lived. Oh wait, no, Valencia. So me and Valencia about to try to sneak. I don't want to go in Janeway, I don't. But we about to, huh? I know, but I'm just trying to. Oh God, Valencia, I'm scared. Valencia. Just look in. Can you see anything?
In the back door.
I don't want to go. I don't want. Come on. I'm too scared because I'm scared. I'm gonna go ahead and go because I don't know somebody in that house. There was the recreation center, y'all. So this is where I met initially, like Coach Nikki and Coach Angie. So I used to be a cheerleader, and this is where we used to come for practice. And them front rooms. I wish we could go in, but that's too much. But yeah, just want to show y'all, this is where this was our little rec center, so we would hang out here too. My little boyfriend was on the football team, and so I used to want to come to practice. I couldn't wait to get to practice, you know, because I knew like, all right, we're gonna meet at JFK after school, all right, like that type of vibe. Y'all, so I can't be here long because this is like private property, but y'all, I used to live here too, and this was a shelter. It's like a women's shelter. It's like very much in the cut. I don't want to record it too much, but I just want to show y'all, like, I had went through a phase in my life where my mom and dad were just like going through a lot, and we were going through a lot with like, because that house I just showed you, that's my uncle's house. That wasn't even really our house. Our house, but we just was staying there or whatever. So we had went here so that way they can help get us like resources and things like that. But that was kind of sad because I was embarrassed. And then I'm gonna pull up so y'all can see it a little bit more. But like right here, that was my school. So that was at the memorial. That was my next school that I had transitioned to. So I mean, the way that the shelter is like really kind of in the cut, so you can't really see it. But and then you about to see next up is about to be the this was like the little middle school that I had went to. And then I actually left this middle school and went to another town. Did you know that? Remember that? When I left and went to Morristown? Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like going through a lot because I was like, I left my friends. I wanted to go to school with my friends. Then I ended up going to school with a lot of white people, so I felt like really out of place. Then I was living in low income housing. And that was just like a really, really uncomfortable experience as well. I remember times like the pipes busted, so there's like feces all in our backyard, and it's just like nothing that we could do. This is the AME. I don't know what it's called now, but this is the AME. That's where we used to walk to after school, because obviously I just seen the school was right there. And I actually had a high school. And then yeah. So that was a really sad and really hard spot. But I was so young that I didn't even really know what was going on. Like, I knew I lived in a shelter, but I didn't know, like, like I'm homeless, you know? Okay. They used to make fun of me, my friends, and do this.
Shelter.
They used to do shelter, get it popping.
Is this shelter?
Yeah. Like this.
Now he wants to make fun of me. So they used to make fun of me and be like, shelter, get it popping.
That was so mean.
So mean, right? But we were so young, like we didn't know. Like, I mean, it used to hurt my feelings a little bit, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I internalized it. I hate them forever. They made fun of me for living in a shelter. But I'm gonna show y'all, like, I think I'm gonna show y'all 2 more things. I'm gonna show y'all my old high school, and then I'm gonna show y'all my old boyfriend house, and then we gonna wrap it up.
Stop.
Okay, y'all, so this is like, all right, so I used to cheer for the high school. Quite on set. This is the high school, whatever. So when we used to get out of practice, like after hours and things like that, we used to get picked up right here, or like meet up right here before the game, and we used to go in. And then yeah, so I used to be a band dancer, so I used to dance on a band, and I used to what else used to do? I used to be on a cheerleading team. So all right, so I moved to Willingboro when I was in 6th grade. I started my 6th grade year, and then I started high school in Willingboro. But after like the first semester, I ended up moving back to New York. So I have to give y'all another tour of New York as well. And then I ended up moving back, I think the end of my 10th grade year. So I like moved back for 2 years, and then I came back. So that was a really, really hard transition for me. And I will say still to this day, I feel like it's something that kind of taunted on my identity in a way, because like I don't feel like I'm from anywhere, kind of like, it's like I know I'm from New York, but it's like I feel like I got ripped away from New York, but I don't feel like I'm from New Jersey either. So it's just like, I feel like I shared this before, like on one of my videos, but that's literally my least favorite question, like when people ask me, where are you from, like, you know, because it's like leaving New York, like I lost my accent, like I lost just like my whole little identity there. And then like now all the kids still look the same. Look, I feel like I know her. But the kids are getting out of being practice. Don't they look the same, like people that was in school with us? But yeah, so that made me happy to see the kids. So yeah, so that was like really rough for me. And then like just Willingboro is crazy. Like even though this is such a small town, it's like, you know, it's just a lot. Like it was a really fun town to grow up in, because I feel like everybody was still in some ways like close knit because it was so small. But I feel like we experienced it. Oh, dude, there's a cop. So I'm gonna put the phone down.
Just tell him I'm recording a vlog. He's probably from Willingboro High too.
So basically, yeah, like I just feel like we still experience a lot. Like a lot of people that we grew up with, like sad to say, but some of them are dead, or like some of them are in jail. Like, you know, so it's kind of weird. Like I was just telling them, it's like when I come, I rarely ever come to Willingboro, but like whenever I do come, it's like I wish I can just pull up and just see everybody. But like it's just so like I said, like everybody is not around no more, and it's like everybody went their same ways. Like not everybody made it out. Like not to say that you have to go to college or anything like that, but it's like the people that went to college kind of went, and then that was it. And then like the people that didn't, they either found their own path, or like some people just still caught up. So it's like I feel like this is a town like you have to make it out of, like not because it's like, oh my God, you need to make it out of, I made it out of Willingboro, I made it out the mud. Like no, it's not that, but it's just like there's a lot of great people that are birthed out of this small town, but it's like the town isn't also set up for your success either, you know. So it's like it has to be an inner thing, or you have to have a great relationship with the guidance counselors, or have a great family. And like if you don't have those things, then when you make it out, I feel like you kind of beat the odds, you know, because it's like everything is like, not saying it's self-made, but it's like it's literally all on you. So yeah, but I feel like I was definitely able to have like good experiences like with my teachers. Like when I went off and went to college, like a lot of them still reached out, or you know, gave me things to go away with or whatever. And like I feel like, not saying like my situation was public, but I do feel like the people in this community did invest in me, you know, like whether it's the cheerleading coaches or the teachers that I was close with, to like make sure that I was able to go away and still have a great experience. And you know, now that I'm doing well in my life, they all support me really, you know, genuinely. So I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, I'm gonna show y'all one more thing, then we're gonna wrap up. My assistant principal, Miss Walker, told me about this wall. It's like a wall of success. This is me. Wait, can y'all see my finger? Oh, I'm too... that one right there is me. I'm trying to go in the building and see it, but I know it's like entirely too late because it's closed. But just to know that like I'm on a wall of success, and this is the like the administrative building, like the country club, the board of ed for the whole city or town, whatever. That feels great too. Okay guys, this is the end. First of all, I don't know if y'all know this, but it's driving me crazy. I need my lashes filled. This is like 3 weeks in though. And I was like picking this one. So that one's still full, this is not. But either way, it's time to wrap this up. I hope that y'all enjoyed this more personal video about me. The last thing that I want to show y'all was like my grandma's house that I also grew up in. But I was really like, it's kind of personal, but I'm just gonna show y'all. So there's a point in time, me, my mom, and my little brother were living here with my grandma and with her. So it was 4 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment, and we just had to make it work. It's small. My grandma has a very interesting way of decorating, so please don't judge. But this is the bathroom. Very small, very like not much going on in here. But yeah, just a 1-bedroom apartment. My mom and her kids. There was a lot of sleeping on the floor. There's my aunt. And then here's the living room. So like literally getting an update. It's like not nice, aesthetically pleasing here at all. But I just want to show y'all. Like I didn't come from much, y'all. So this is it. I didn't really grow up and see like home ownership or, you know, someone having a home and really genuinely taking care of their home and things like that. So as this journey continues to unfold and you see those things, just know that it came from my mind, my heart, and my spirit of having a vision of the life that I want for myself. But anyway, if you made it this far down the vlog, girl, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Thank you for sharing my world with me. Until next video, see y'all.